Good morning. Happy Monday. We will wait just a minute, give people a chance to join. And in the meantime, I would say get yourself some water to drink or tea, something healthy to start the day and week with. And get yourself situated somewhere that you can move your upper body a little. So if you are laying down, that's all right. But ideally sitting up or even standing. We're going to do some brief movements to open up the breathing space, and then some breathing, and we'll set an intention for the week. And if this is something that people enjoy, let me know, and maybe we'll make it more regular. So before we get started, go ahead and take a drink of that water, tea. Thank yourself for showing up, for choosing to start your week with some intention and mindfulness. It can make such a difference if we do this every day. We can be much more present with what we need, what we have going on, what we bring to the table. So that's where our power and control is. So go ahead and just start with a few cleansing breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. And find some gentle neck rolls, nice and slow, whatever direction feels best. Just inhaling as you tip your chin up and back. Exhaling as you tip your chin forward. Nice, slow, full breaths. Whatever feels best for your mobility. And your comfort. Switch directions. And feel that stretch out down your back and through the front of your chest. And returning to center. Now go ahead and reach one arm over to the side and feel that stretch as you inhale in the side of your rib cage and chest. Exhaling back to center. Other side, inhaling over, expanding. And we're just stretching out, creating some space where we breathe. Go ahead and move at your own pace. Inhaling up over to one side. Expanding the rib cage. The more space we create for us to breathe, the more we can slow down just a tiny bit. The tighter we are, the more reactive and protective we're likely to be. So just expanding the sides. Whenever you're ready, finding that still center. A couple shoulder rolls. Stretching out the front and the back. Inhaling up and back. Exhaling down. Stretching out the front of the chest. And the back of the rib cage. Now let's find some gentle twists. If you want, you can inhale all the way up and twist to the side. Exhaling as you twist. Or you can just be moving your shoulders, inhaling back to center, exhaling to the other side. Whatever feels right for your body. Either way, we're inhaling at the center, exhaling as we twist. Look over your shoulder if you're able. Finding a different kind of movement for that rib cage. Or breathing space. Keep going at your own pace. Always adding in any other movements you might need. And now just finding a seated cat-cow. So inhaling, pulling your chest forward, expanding, flexing the spine, exhaling, curling, dropping the chin. Making this movement as big or small as you feel comfortable. And again, we're just opening up our breathing space, giving ourselves a little more room, a little attention. Shake out the hands and the arms, maybe the head, maybe even the torso, whatever feels good. And lastly, just some circular motions with the spine. Any stagnant energy, we're moving around and not bringing it into our week. Settling into stillness. We're going to do 2 types of breath work. So first, just reaching out. We're going to inhale deeply as we pull in. And exhale, push out. Releasing any stagnant air and energy. Inhaling deeply, fresh, new oxygen, new energy. Do a few rounds of this at your own pace. Nice and smooth breaths. Inhale a little deeper, expand those lungs. Exhale, release, let go. Any fears, stresses about the week, you accomplish everything that you need to. Especially if you make sure to give yourself some time to breathe and give yourself credit. No matter what you accomplish, you are enough. It is enough. And let's settle into some stillness. And just a quick body scan before we do our next breath work. Just notice, are you carrying any tension, stress, anxieties, fears of what you have to deal with the week ahead? If so, just take a few breaths to that area. If you can feel where that tension is, maybe move or even massage or pat or tap. And now we'll do a few rounds of breath work. So we're going to inhale for a shorter amount of time, hold, exhale longer, hold. I'm going to do a 5 and 7, but you can do whatever works best for you. So go ahead and inhale for a count of 5. Hold. Exhale for a count of 7. And hold. And now find your own rhythm. Wherever you're at, do 2 more rounds. And whenever you feel complete, just find a natural breath. And then go ahead and set an intention for your week. What is one task that you would like to be sure to accomplish? Maybe something you've been avoiding, something that you'll feel better once it's complete. One task. And set a time that you would like to accomplish this task by. Anyone that you need to ask for support or help. Any obstacles you need to address. What would you need in order to accomplish this task? And if you're able, perhaps write that down somewhere. Note on your phone, your to-do list. At the very least, make a mental note. And now I want you to identify one characteristic that you would like to try to maintain throughout the week, whether it's patience or kindness or dedication, commitment, self-compassion, something that will serve you and others. What is one characteristic you'd like to return to, no matter what's going on? And now I want you to think of one person in your life that you would like to reach out to. Maybe someone you haven't spoken to in a while, someone you miss, someone you could make amends with. Who's one person? Again, you can write these things down, make a mental note. Someone that you'd like to reach out to and connect with. And lastly, what is one thing, act, choice, something that you can do for yourself that serves your overall wellness? It's something you can do for you this week. You can treat yourself, maybe have a conversation you needed to have, maybe clean something you need to clean, something that will help you feel better about where you're at, your contribution to the world, or just that you deserve kindness. I hope that you write these down. Let's just take a few last minutes, taking some deep breaths to just sit with those intentions. Where do we feel those intentions? Where do we feel that sense of commitment, hope that we can follow through? And what might we look like? What might our life look like? What would we look like in our life if we were able to follow through with those intentions? Really hold that visual in your mind and do whatever it takes to give yourself and others that gift. And with that, I will say goodbye. Have a good week. Thank you to everyone that joined and everyone that watches this later. This is a Monday morning, but you can do this practice at any time, really. Any morning, any afternoon. We can always reset. So Take care. Good luck with your mindful, intentional actions in this crazy world. Sometimes that's all we can do is focus on what we can do.